The Unknown. A very strange, fascinating, curious, mysterious, perplexing, that's a good one. Very perplexing species of Pokemon that have a very cool gimmick in my opinion of resembling every letter of the alphabet, and also a couple punctuation marks. The Unknown in terms of battling in the games are, how do I put this nicely? They're garbage. Sorry, there's no sugarcoating it, they are garbage. Only knowing one move and one move only, being hidden power, Unknown are only a hindrance to anyone that might use one on a playthrough team, let alone in competitive battling. Now the title of this video being How Strong Are the Unknown, I'm obviously not going to be talking about their strength in the games, but more so in the anime and movies compared to the real world, where they have been seen to be substantially more powerful. Now to start things off, we're going to go over some of the Unknown's Pokedex entries. Unknown's Pokedex entry from Pokemon Platinum says that when alone, nothing happens. However, if there are two or more, an odd power is said to emerge. Now you could say that that is a direct reference to how weak Unknown is in battle, as more often than not, if you use an Unknown in battle, it will be on its own. Therefore, nothing happens. But when there are two or more, that's when things start to get interesting. My main point of reference to the Unknown throughout this video will be from a couple of the Pokemon movies. The first and main point of reference being the Pokemon movie 3, The Spell of the Unknown, and a couple others from The Rise of Darkrai with a couple anime appearances and a few manga appearances as well. At the beginning of the third Pokemon movie, the Unknown are found as hieroglyphics and little stone tablets in a temple found by Professor Spencer Hale. When the Professor uncovers these tablets, several Unknown emerge around the Professor and immediately teleport him into the Unknown dimension, which put simply is an entire dimension filled with Unknown. Although what I personally think that the Unknown are in control of is a pocket dimension, otherwise known as a pocket universe. Yes, you heard me right, a whole separate universe controlled and inhabited by Unknown. Immediately we can determine that going from one Unknown being useless to several, being 6 or 7 of them, being able to transport a human being into an entirely different dimension. I think it's pretty safe to say that the Unknown are the epitome of the phrase, strength in numbers. Soon after this happens in the movie, we meet Molly, Professor Hale's daughter, now pretty much orphaned because the Unknown yeeted her dad into another universe, starts playing with the stone tablets. The tablets then start to illuminate, summoning a portal in the temple where the stone tablets were found. A lot more Unknown appear from the portal, and then they create a wormhole-like portal that leads them to Molly all in a matter of minutes. So Unknown have control of their own pocket universe, and they can create wormholes in other universes to travel through as and when they please. Gotcha. It seems to take around 40 to 50 Unknown travelling through this wormhole, although it's obviously not clear on how many it takes to create this wormhole, but for the sake of simplicity, let's say it takes this many. Now let's just glance over the amount of energy needed to create a wormhole, shall we? In an article I found by Marcus Wu, as a very rough approximation, you would need all of the energy the sun produces over a span of 100 million years to be able to create a wormhole the size of a grapefruit. What the hell? And that's just 40 to 50 of these things. May I remind you that there is an entire pocket universe of these things just sitting there waiting around. Okay, so when the Unknown get to Molly, they seem to take a liking to her and they start to play with her as per Molly's request. What I mean by that is that they manifest a crystal-like substance out of nowhere that surrounds Molly and the Unknown. Molly then picks up a book that her and her dad used to read together and sees a picture of the legendary Pokemon Entei, which her dad used to pretend to be to make her laugh. She starts to cry as she's remembering her dad, and obviously because he's now floating around in Cuckoo Land for who knows how long, she's upset about it. The Unknown react to this by just straight up manifesting an Entei out of nowhere, which has the consciousness of Molly's dad. This directly correlates to Professor Oak's research on the Unknown seen in the movie that reads, Unknown have the power to perceive the feelings of other creatures, including human beings. So basically, the Unknown read Molly's mind, saw that she was upset that her dad's gone, and thought, No, it's okay, don't cry. Oh, you like Entei? We could make you an Entei for a dad. That's cool, right? So the Unknown can read minds and manifest things at will. Nice. After progressing to create a gigantic crystal fortress of solitude around Molly's house, the Unknown are not finished there. Later on in the movie, a few things happen where Ash and friends need to get involved. Professor Oak makes a very interesting statement when talking to Ash about the situation, and I quote,
Unknown have the ability to read the thoughts of other life forms.
Even people?
Yes, and not only that, We believe the unknown can create new realities, altering the world using thoughts and dreams. The unknown may be tapping into the imagination of Professor Hale's daughter.
End quote. Now, taking this into consideration, Unown have the ability to read the minds of humans and then use those thoughts to make them a reality, which makes them incredibly powerful. Oh my god, a volcano just erupted! Run for your lives! Oh wait, no there isn't, because me and my army of Unknown think there isn't. Thanos is gonna use the Infinity Stones to... Sorry, who? In the what now? Your wildest dreams and potentially worst nightmares could all potentially become real at the drop of a hat because of 100 or so black, or blue, if shiny, floating letters with eyes. Another instance of Unown potentially using this ability is in the manga and also the games, as this is basically the same occurrence. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, if you trade over an Arceus and take it to the ruins of Alph, you will trigger the special event where you go to the Sinjo ruins. Once there, you meet Cynthia, who takes you to a temple where the Arceus that you brought with you creates an egg containing one of the 3 Sinnoh deities, Dialga, Palkia, or Giratina. And now I'd like to invite you to take a guess at which other Pokemon is present at this event. Don't worry, I'll tell you. It's the Unown. Why else would the Unown be at this place? And why would they only show themselves during the creation of one of 3 literal gods of either time, space, or the afterlife? If you put this event together with the things that we've seen and heard Professor Oak say in the movie, like the Unown can read the minds of other creatures and they can use the thoughts of the creatures' minds they read to create new realities. I think it's not too far-fetched to say that Arceus, having the knowledge and imagination of these deities, uses the unthinkable, seemingly unlimited power of the Unown to manifest these gods into existence. Now, you can either agree or disagree with that because there's no absolute concrete evidence that this is the case. But to me, it seems like that would be the only reason for the Unown being there, other than having a weird sort of watch party for the event. Now, I'm not so sure about how many Unown are actually present at this event, but we've determined that the Unown can seemingly increase their power and ability within greater numbers. But regardless, I think we've figured out just how powerful they are as a collective. Just to recap, on their own, Unown aren't really that interesting other than being a living Scrabble tile. When in a group of around 6 or 7, they can transport other beings into their own dimension, which we described as their own pocket universe. A group of around 40 to 50 Unown can create a wormhole, which is roughly estimated to be 100 million years worth of the sun's energy. They can read minds and manifest the thoughts and emotions of the being that they are reading the mind of, which, by the way, makes their potential unlimited. So, in a nutshell, if I haven't taken anything out of context here and interpreted everything correctly, Unown have limitless power to create, manipulate, or destroy anything they want. Now, that surely is a different light than looking at them in terms of base stats from the games. I, for one, will be looking at Unown in a very different way after making this video, and I hope I've opened you guys' minds too. If you guys have enjoyed me going into how the Unown have the ability to create and destroy universes at will, give this video a like. And if you're new to my channel, first of all, welcome. And make sure to subscribe, as I'm very new to YouTube and it would mean the absolute world to me if I could have your support. And with all that being said, I have been Oliver, that is OLVR, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.